Alright, so in this video I'm going to go over PHET, the PHET, which is P-H-E-T, animation for DC circuits. Alright, so I want you to play around with this as you go through the lab, but I just want to give you some of the basic stuff, right? So if I want to build a circuit, I want to build a real simple circuit, just let's say a battery and a light bulb. So you have all your elements over here to the left, and you just grab them and drag them and drop them. So if I need a battery, I just drag it out. Light bulb, I'm going to drag it out. Then of course, in order to complete my circuit, I need a couple of wires, so I'm going to drag the wires out. Right, and you can resize things. You can grab and move them around like this, right? You can, I think there's a way to rotate. Yeah, there's a rotate. You can rotate the light bulb. You can move the battery. It's not going to get any bigger or smaller. Okay, so you can build your circuits however you want, whatever configuration, in terms of, which goes where. But all you need to do, you see these red circles, that's your connectors. And so if I need to make a simple circuit, I just need a battery and my light. So I'm going to put my battery here. I'm going to rotate it just because I want to put it this way. And then I'm going to connect up my wire right there, and connect up that wire there. And then my light bulb I'm going to put here. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Sorry, there you go. Let's rotate that. So we connect this together. Boom. Okay, so there's my circuit. Now to break any one of these connectors, you just click on it, left click. This is a left, not a right. Left click and hit the scissors button. There you go. Now you can disconnect and you can reconnect, right? You can resize as after you make it and so forth. Okay, and so there's also, if you want to change some of the aspects of the elements of the circuit, so if I want to change the resistance, I can click on the light bulb, and then I can slide. There's a slider here, right? So I can go up and down with the resistance. All right. If I want to change the voltage of the battery, I just click on the battery. I can change the voltage up and down. Okay. There's also a rotate button here. I can rotate the battery, change it back and forth. I can get rid of the battery by doing that, right? So I can bring out a new battery. Okay. So, and then the last thing I want to show you is there are some meters over here. So you have a voltmeter and ammeter. So here's your voltmeter. Just grab and drag it, and then you have your two probes you can move around with your cursor. So if I want to test the voltage of the battery, I just do this and put it on the ends of the probes, or the end of the battery, and see the voltage is shown right here. So if I put this here, like, it's not showing me any voltage because I need to be in the right part of the circuit. Okay, and then you can go source switch them around. Of course, you can do this over there and that over there, whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's your voltmeter. You have an ammeter right here. Let's drag that. Now, in order for the ammeter, there's no probes on an ammeter. What you need to do is add it to the circuit. So what I can do is just remove that, and then I just need to add it here, right? So this is just going to show me I can't change that. That's just reading the current. So an ammeter reads current, a voltmeter reads voltage, right? Voltage is volts and amps, of course. Right, and so I want to get rid of that. I can trash that. I can move that. Now if I want to add another battery, I can add another battery. I can add more wires. I can add a resistor. Now there's also a switch here, so if I want to add a switch, I can add that. There's some other things that we're not going to use here, like fuses and so forth. But so there's some other interesting things you can add. Sorry, we're not going to play around with that part, but feel free to do that if you want. Anyway, so that's a really quick tutorial on the PHET circuit builder.